Greetings all, Mark C. here from aradicalyou.com. That's aradicalyou.com. Today's subject is titled The Monkey Mind and Finding Space in the Sacred. Now, as you all know, we live in this hyper-charged, frenetic culture where proving our worth becomes the daily hustle. As I've alluded to in a previous video, we also often relive messages installed in us a long time ago, thereby relitigating the past, or on the other end of the spectrum, we are projecting our fears into the future. At the same time, in order to alleviate those stresses and strains, because it's not particularly comfortable, we distract ourselves through social media or just hanging out with this thing, and I know I'm as guilty as charged as far as that's concerned. So the present really never is the present. It's just this way station to either look back or look forward. You're never really here. Now, we've all heard of the monkey mind. You know, like monkeys swinging from a tree to tree. Our thoughts do the same thing, jumping from one thought to another, ricocheting from the past into the future, back to the past, into the future. Rinse, lather, repeat, right? There was a 2016 study from the Annals of the New York Academy of Sciences which said that mental rumination takes up at least 50% of our thoughts in any given day. I would say in my case it's probably about 70 or 80%. Now in brain speak, this rumination means that our amygdala, that part of the brain which is on guard for danger, is working overtime, while the frontal cortex, the part of the brain which evaluates and discerns, is offline. Now, fighting the monkey mind is never, ever a winning strategy. The more you resist, the more it'll come back with a vengeance. What resists persists, right? And the mind will always come up with some problem for us to try to solve, and then it'll criticize us if we can't fix it. Now, this is not to say that the mind isn't useful for practical things like problem solving. It's just that it's a much better servant than it is a master. And we'll explore that in a future video. So, what are we going to do about this? Well, there are plenty of videos and books out there on mindfulness techniques, which include meditation and breath work, to greet your monkey mind thoughts and even welcome them and watch them come in and go out and come in and come out, and kind of treat them like guests to welcome in rather than resisting, and allow them to enter and exit. And when dropping the resistance, oftentimes the mind can go a little more quiet. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail here, but I want to offer another often overlooked perspective that may just bring a little bit of joy and peace into your day. Here, I want to talk about noticing the sacred in your life. Not just religious imagery here, it's much, much broader than that. The question is to pay attention to the people, the places, or things in your life which bring you joy. For the sacred is the joyful. All right, we're going to do a quick meditation here. Promise, it's going to be quick. Close your eyes. Take a couple of deep, conscious breaths. Now I'm going to ask you a question. What immediately comes to mind that brings you joy in your life? Shouldn't take long to evoke that. It's probably right there underneath all those thoughts you have. Got it? Good. It isn't the thing itself, by the way, although that's important, but it's the feeling that's evoked which traverses your entire being that we're really after here. All right, open your eyes. Psychologist Gail Brenner said, "When something is recognized as sacred, It is to know to have a quality that is beyond the material, physical world. It's not subject to the mind's analysis, judgment, or interpretation. I absolutely love that definition. Again, it's the feeling that awakes in you. The thing itself is the catalyst, but the feeling makes it sacred. That which delivers you joy, captures your attention, and can slow down or even temporarily put to rest your monkey mind. It can be anything mundane or ordinary. The ordinary actually transforms into something extraordinary because it rouses something in your heart and your soul. Sometimes you may even overlook the beauty that's right in front of you. It's been there all the time. And if you can just take the time to look at it and notice it, monkey mind goes quiet, heart engages. Now, I live in Florida, and recently I planted a yellow hibiscus outside of my home. It's just a plant, but boy, each day I check it to see how healthy it is. I'm looking for these like emerging buds, and a big smile comes over my face when I see a big yellow flower emerging. I didn't have to analyze it or interpret it. It's just a direct conduit to joy, and it calms down my monkey mind. So a suggestion, in the next day or so, reflect upon and write down 2 or 3 things which are sacred to you and calms your joy. Revel and marinate in what those things that you've written down, and not just write them down and forget about them. Really kind of let it soak in. It's no small thing to notice in some of those things which give you joy. As a suggested practice, you might want to cordon off a piece of your day and look around you. And I'm willing to bet you'll come up with scores of things which you may not have noticed before, which say, wow, that's pretty cool. That gives me a little bit of happiness here. I really like that. And it's for no other reason than just to be happy and to tame the monkey mind. That which is sacred to you is your home. That's home. For where your treasure is there where your heart will be also, to quote Christ. So, if this content resonates with you, please smash the like button, share, and subscribe. It helps produce more content for this channel. And if you're looking for compassionate coaching, check out my website at aradicalyou.com. That's aradicalyou.com. And now I'm offering a 10-minute free consultation to make sure that this is a right fit for you. So check me out again at aradicalyou.com. I wish you well. May you be joyful. Namaste.